Anthony Haddad is on the show today. We are going to be talking about AI, where it is, where it's going, and why you need to pay attention to what's happening. This is a guy you want to listen to and follow. Anthony, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Joe. It's a pleasure to be here. Love talking about what we're about to talk about today. I'm extremely passionate about it. And I know that most individuals, if not all individuals, are going to be affected by AI, whether you are an employee, a business owner, or an entrepreneur. The game has changed and it's changing very fast. So I'm here to educate, empower, and then also provide the solutions that business owners need to actually survive in the next 12 months and then thrive in the next 24 to 36.
Okay, so let's start out slowly. Things right now with the industry and as far as marketing's going, and I believe lead gen is probably part of the as well.
So you want me to touch on lead gen?
Yeah.
So definitely lead gen starts with number one, we have to attract and then we have to capture. That's the lead generation part, right? And then we have to notify and nurture. And this is where a lot of people just don't have it figured out. They'll make posts. There's no call to action. There's no landing page. There's no form to capture. There's no CRM. And there's definitely no follow-up. Okay. So it's like going fishing without a net. And a couple of ways that AI is affecting and changing this, and I can speak specifically to the real estate industry, is number one is the ability to attract. And how do we do this? Now we can make content for 1/10 of the cost, 10x the output, and it's better results. So number one, you can leverage things like Canva's AI, which a lot of people sleep on, but they don't know. You can create 100 social media tip posts in the same amount of time it takes to make your coffee now. Same amount of time it makes to make 2 or 3 of those realistically, because you're going to have to do some editing. You can throw out 100 of those. Well, some of the people in our school are using that to make $500 an hour. They're just making posts for real estate agents for $10 an hour and selling it on Fiverr.
Nice.
But for the agents, content creation, reel creation, repurposing. So when you make one thing, and I'm just talking about Canva, this is really basic stuff, but people don't know it. The repurpose tool, you can do the bulk create to do the designs. Then you can turn all those designs into 7 different social media posts in a matter of seconds. You can have 500 pieces of content by the end of the week.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then you can use, jewelrybox.ai as a CRM. We connect one of 27 features. We connect all 7 social media platforms in one. So you can post all your company pages in one area. And if you don't want to post, I have an AI feature that'll post it for all 7 of them as well. And just because it's jewelrybox.ai doesn't mean it doesn't work for all industries. It does.
It'll actually post. So set it up for the week or the month or whatever length of time, walk away, and it gets posted. While I'm out having coffee, posts are going up.
Yeah, you'd create the content and then you can schedule the content out. Now, a couple levels up from this and what's coming down the line 6 to 12 months from now is agentic AI structures and architectures. We have built our own. Basically, it's like Jarvis from Iron Man. Okay, you speak to it every day. It's your supervisor agent. And underneath it, there is, just like employees, many other AI agents that work in a hierarchical, perfect, autonomous sequence. The only difference between these agents and what you're seeing right now in the market is these agents can actually log in and take the action. Hey, I post for Instagram in my branding and in my tone for the updated real estate market or whatever, and post it on social media and Instagram. You talk to it and it'll do it. So
okay, so let's dumb this down. Let's dumb this down, because it seems so overwhelming right now. Can an agent, how can an agent put all this to work? Do they have to figure it out, or where do they go to make line all this up and get it all running?
Well, there's a lot to learn, so it really depends where they're at. But if I was to, number one, they can learn everything in the school community. That's 100% for free. Happy to share the link. That's where I'm teaching all this stuff. And I already have 12 AI courses in there for free. And in that community, you guys can ask certain things. I'll do live demos and things like that. But they got to educate.
That's just free for now. So if somebody's out there and they want that, they should reach out to me, direct message me, find me on whatever channel you're on, and I'll get the link to you.
Yeah, it's the AI ATM school community, SKOOL. And then it's on all my bios and things like that. And
Okay.
Instagram is at Anthony AI Marketing. You can be funny, you can be different, you can put out a ton of content now, and that makes you a lot more relevant and gets you to build a personal brand. And then the next thing is you got to have some type of lead capturing and nurturing going on, whether it's comment this and I'll send you this, or something of that nature, where it's like a form or a landing page, which you can also get included in our CRM and many other CRMs, so.
And what's the backbone of CRM you're using? What are you using for that?
Go High Level.
Go High Level.
I have full 24/7 staff for Go High Level, thousands of snapshots built for all industries, and our own AI integrated to it. And then the one thing I wanted to add, because it's super important for them, is they need to be building trained bots in ChatGPT. And a lot of people don't know this. This is very beginner, but like if you go to ChatGPT and you just click GPT, that's cool. But if you go to explore GPTs, you will find a GPT trained for literally everything you can imagine. Just real estate content, real estate compliance in Florida, real estate attorney. It's all pre-trained in there. And then what you want to do is just fill that thing with information. Hey, this is what I do for a living. This is what this role is. And you train it up. And every morning when you go back there, it knows what's going on. And I always recommend keeping your training in like a knowledge-based text file, so that if anything bad happens, you got it, you upload it right back and you're back in the game.
Yeah, definitely copy. So that's cool. So actually, I didn't realize about the already existing, the way I was hearing others were doing it. They were just creating their own chat GPT within it, putting in their profile, everything they want, who they are, and then having it built out that way. This sounds like it's already trained with a lot of things that an agent might not even think of, probably, right?
Yeah, like an example, I have a podcast. I don't prepare for my podcast. I have a podcast GPT that prepares me for it. And it's 10 times better than I would ever do. So there's no way I could keep up without these systems, the amount of output and production, and there's just no way. I don't do any outbound calls. I don't do anything. Like, you just ended up on my calendar. Like, that's how everything is done. I put the stuff out, it comes in.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Landing pages you mentioned, is that part of the CRM, or is that something you have to pick up?
Yeah, absolutely. It's probably one of the most important things is, multi-step funnels. Hey, opt in for this. Thank you. Book the calendar. Thank you. Come to the next event. You're upselling through websites, and you're upselling and downselling through email and text, voicemail, and now even voice bots and chat bots and things like that.
Now, when you're doing these posts, they're not ads. They're just straight up posts on your social media, correct?
Some I run ads on to like boost my community and things like that. But I don't run ads unless I have a net to catch the fish, an upsell, a program, something to get them to it. And sometimes that's fine. It's just a calendar invite to talk to that person. If you're a wholesaler, you're going to want to get them to say, yes, let me come take a look at the house and make an offer. If you're a real estate agent, you may want to meet with them to get the listing.
Yeah.
So
what can an agent, they reach out to you, what's the process for that? What do they need to do?
Honestly, they just need to book a demo with me. You can go to jewelrybox.ai, book a demo. It's right there, or get with me on social media. Definitely join the school, because you get free AA consultations on that. And then I can always put together, like, I have real estate snapshots where we can, they can just basically fill out a form, and within 7 days, we'll have a 30-day automated email drip campaign, text campaign, multi-step funnel. So 28 social media posts created for them. And that's our done for you service. They don't touch the CRM or anything. They just approve and disapprove. And where else can you go and get someone to create 7 social media platforms, post every day on 7 platforms, 4 different types of designs, reels designs, do your automation, build your landing page, do your lead capture, do your follow-ups, tag all your leads, organize all that, do your local My Business, so Google My Business, all that, you can get it for $1,400 a month. It includes the full CRM with the AI integrations.
Yeah, that's huge. And that's 100% you're doing it for them. They're not even thinking about it. Well, they're thinking about it. They're not doing it themselves.
They do like a weekly meeting, and we talk about and give them ideas on what we want to promote. Some know, some don't. But yeah, we've trained some agents and some bots to allow us to put out blueprints. And then, of course, we have to go and build it. But once you build these over and over again, they become easier.
So you said $1,400 a month. Is there a commitment on that for time, or is it monthly?
We offer month to month. We offer 6 month and 12 months. The biggest one done for you, if you do 12 months, is like $1,300, $1,350 a month, something like that. But yeah, there's lots of flexibility with it, and also depending on the client and what they need and what they have, we can always customize certain stuff for them. Like, hey, I have this, I don't need that. So
with all this, as you had mentioned, there's nurturing campaigns, there's reminders that go out. Is that something else that's tacked onto that they need to work with on a weekly basis as well?
No, so it's all included. So when we run a campaign, we do everything. We do the attract, we do the capture, we do the nurture, and we do the upsell. So it would look like, here's a post or an ad, take this action, goes to a landing page, then an upsell thank you page that will probably book them. And then from there, we'll start sending them, whether it's a 15 or a 30-day drip. We'll do the emailing, the texting, the automations, the follow-ups if they book a calendar. And then we'll also do like an upsell thing, like, hey, here's $100 gift certificate, or hey, here's something just to come in and use it within the next 60 or 90 days. So something out there that just kind of retains it. But yeah, it comes, like every campaign we build comes with all of those factors.
So that it's really targeted. It's very logical. You're not just throwing, hey, I'm going to throw this out today. I got an idea tomorrow, I'm going to put this out there. It's segmented and set up to flow for one kind of theme. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, it's the same concept of attract, capture, nurture, notify, all the things that we should be doing in leads. But no, every campaign is completely different. Yeah, every campaign's different ideas and different funnel looks and different design looks and all that type of stuff. So
do I have to go get my own version of Go High Level?
You can come on to mine, give you a sub account. I'll give you a sub account. You definitely.
Why would someone not do this?
Somebody might not do this because they may have someone in-house that they're paying $40K a month or $40K a year for, but like it's very unlikely they're going to be able to wear all these hats. It's just, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Maybe they've covered all the boxes and stuff, but even then they're going to need agentic systems in 6 months, and all the shit that they're doing is broken or just not fast enough or accurate enough.
I would think that this AI is moving so quickly. If you're not in it 100%, you're going to miss opportunities.
Yeah. I would say just do something. Just don't do nothing. And here's the other thing I will tell people. It ain't complicated. People are like, hey, I can't learn anything else. This shit is easy street. Like I've been an entrepreneur for 15 years. I've done very well for myself. I've had global expansion in companies and all that. And I still struggle to spell entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. So what AI has done for me is filled all the little silly gaps in my personality that aren't super structured, aren't able to, it's all my weaknesses have now become strengths. And they allow me as a visionary, someone who has ideas and likes to take them out to it, be able to execute and build them in a matter of 2 months instead of 3 years. So I would just tell people, have fun with it. That's what we do in our community. You'll see that, it's fun. We make it fun. We have clones, we have joking, and that's how people like to learn it,
Yeah.
And then once they get a hit of it, it's like that Limitless movie with Bradley Cooper every morning.
That was great.
That's how it feels.
So inside your school, what are they expected to come out with from that?
Yeah. So there's already 12 AI courses in there. One of them is the top 10 AI tools. Those alone are probably just going to change people's lives. Some people may know about them, some don't, but I guarantee you not all of them are using them correctly. And then I have a tool vault. That's a really good place where I'm just continuing to put out the most date tools. People need that. This cannot be a course community anymore, because by the time a course is done, it's over. So we have to have daily conversations. And also in that course, you get one-on-one access to me, my team. I'm building obviously a community of geniuses, go-getters, things like that. So there's a lot of other successful and valuable people in there as well. So the connections and the culture is very open, friendly, supportive. I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing all of it for free. All the content's for free. So yeah, that's what they can stand to get right off the jump, like right when they enter.
That's fantastic. Is it enough to make them dangerous?
Yeah, no, that's actually one thing is this is going to be no fluff. I got about 150 people in there in the first 48 hours or week or something like that. We haven't really started pushing it, but we're about to. When I get to about 250, going to start dropping some bombs in there. And it will be exactly. And then I'm also taking specific requests. So once a month or once a week, I'll ask, hey, what industry you guys in? What do you guys want to learn? So I'll do a content creation training, or I'll do an automation training, where I'll give away an automation, or I'll build an automation for a mortgage guy or a real estate agent or something like that.
Awesome. Very cool. How long have you been at this with the AI?
3 years, but I do double the hours. I mean, I work 12 hours a day because I like it and I love it. And my partner is the same way. My business partner has been in the cave cooking for a good 3 years, and he's heavy on the code side. I'm heavy on the other side. And we're going to be launching some new brands, more enterprise type brands. And I didn't know this, but we've all been using AI a lot longer than we knew. To think that they had all these systems in the back of Google and Facebook, and we were entering all our information to it, essentially downloading our consciousness.
Yeah.
And I'm an AI guy, but I'm also very aware of the threats and what it's going to do for humanity and to humanity. It's probably already a little bit too late, but it is what it is. So, I mean, if you're a business owner, you don't have a choice. Like you got to start implementing and learning AI tonight. Watch YouTube videos, do whatever, start with ChatGPT. The employees, you definitely want to know that, because honestly, you could just be the most important person to your boss. You can become the most important person in the company if you are an AI expert or implementing AI, and entrepreneurs and whatnot. Now your visions can come to realities, because, I was a CMO of Anchor. We, built Airbnb for yachts. That was I was the chief marketing officer, but the development side of things, I mean, man, it's not cheap, and it takes forever. The game's changed for entrepreneurs. Like, this is the best time to leverage it. So,
all right. And that's all real estates are. Are all entrepreneurs. And some are going to be left behind for sure if they're not getting into this.
This is a cheat code. All this is free cheat code. Use it while it lasts, and it's not governed, especially real estate agents.
Right.
So yeah, man, Joe, appreciate it.
Fantastic. Yeah. So again, you want this cheat code, the school, you can find it on Anthony's sites. I will tag his sites down below. And let's final question, Anthony. You know what you know now. What would you tell that young budding 15 years ago, that entrepreneur that still can't spell entrepreneur? What would you tell that guy?
Ooh, damn. I was a wild dude. I would probably make some adjustments to the way that I spent my time, but I really can't say I would regret any of that. That's just the progression that it needs to take. I grew from taking the risks. What I would tell myself is to invest in learning more, because I was always learning from experience. But when you're so jammed with building your own businesses, you forget to stay a student. And in an ever-evolving world where information is changing so fast, now it turns out the better the student, the better the business. And so that's what I would have gone back and told myself, is to always be a student, always stay learning. And I probably would have done a couple different things as far as like my business models and making them less labor intensive and more milk money vibes.
There you go. Fantastic. Anthony, thanks so much. Viewers, subscribe, stay tuned. We got great guests like this. It's going to change your life.
Yeah, Joe, thank you so much, guys. And anybody wants to follow me on Instagram at Anthony AI Marketing. See you, Joe.
There you go. All right. Be your best. Have fun.